Hello and welcome back to Ori and the Blind Forest. We left off, we found the Spirit Tree here and learned a little bit about its history, and now we're going to head off to the west towards Hollow Grove. Be careful, Ori, the ground is unstable. In the future, Ori may be able to deal with things a little better himself, but we're going to utilize that monster to break through the ground here. Actually, let's deal with this first. We're going to come down here, and we're going to find this blue shell. We can't really do much about it just yet. So, let's head back. Let's see, actually, I don't remember if we go left first or right, but yeah, let's go to the left here. And anytime you find something impassable, it's a decent sign that you may need to be getting a new ability. Ano, the spirit that died here, was strong and courageous. Listen to his voice. He was able to focus our light. So we're going to go to this tree, and from it we will acquire the Charge Flame. So I'll show you how the Charge Flame works. You can use it as a weapon, but we can also use it to burst walls like this. And just because it's right here, let's pop back and refill our energy. There we go. Alrighty. And we can also use it to burst these large blue shells, which is something that we want to do. It gets us a little bulk of experience. But also will, I believe, is important to complete the map. Ooh, a large spirit light container. No real difference between these and the other ones. It just gets you more XP. And we gained an ability point, which is always nice. And we'll burst this wall. But there's no reason to go any further, really, because it just connects over here. And I will double check quickly, but I don't believe that we can get up there yet. I just need to remind myself. Yeah. Need some other abilities before we can do anything else up there. So we'll have to remember that we have this ability point, and whenever we decide to save next, we'll check out the little abilities chart and see which new abilities we want to acquire. I suppose, since we're here, we should take a quick peek up here and just show you what is to the right, where we were, where the guy kind of smashed down over here. So if we look, we come up here, and there's not much else that we can do, because we're just too small and unskilled at this point. However, if we pop across, let's take advantage of this. I want to start following this tree now. Yes. Alright. Let's head up. We're going to use this switch. Shift it over. And this drops down. That ability cell that you saw, we will not be able to reach for a while. Oops. Not too long, but it's going to take a bit. So, for the time being, let's head over here. Okay. And back up, because now that this has been lowered, we're going to be able to come over here, jump here, take out this guy, because we don't want to deal with all those little minions as he bursts apart. Cannot get up here just yet, but we can deal with this fella from up on the wall. Much safer location to do it than climbing down. You could also probably just jump right past him, which before too long is what we will always be doing, but should have waited. There we go. Just refill our energy and come across to an interesting little area where we see this, I suppose that's kind of a spider's nest, I believe is what it's supposed to be. Let's come up here. We see another one of these doors with the 4 lock holes, so we can't open that yet either, which is fine. We are going to jump on this little spider's nest here. Jump over to this wall. We'll bust this down. And then we're going to come down here. And if we jump down, yeah, we're going to jump all the way across this. Which, we need to get a little higher. But that's okay. Let's get this next energy cell, or life cell rather. That's our second life cell. Slowly increasing our pool of health, making things a little easier on us. Should be getting a second energy, or a first energy cell pretty soon. Alright, so we've dropped that with another light burst. That right there is something we're going to deal with in a few videos, but again, it's a thing where we need another ability that we don't quite have just yet before we can do so. But for now, let's drop right down the middle, right to where this was, and you can see that kind of shadowy guy in the background running around past us. There is a kind of passageway over here. We're going to learn a little bit more about that guy pretty much in the next video. Another energy cell. We're going to see him a little bit, but not a great deal in this one. And next time is really when he is really going to establish himself. Alright. I'll just do that. These guys here. Oh no. Yeah, the water is deadly to Ori. It's, I guess, kind of poisonous or something. And can be difficult to get out of once you fall in. Although you do have at least the opportunity to try to get yourself out, which I appreciate. It doesn't just kill you immediately. Alright, and come across once more. There should be a nice little kind of climbing piece here that, because of our fairly limited jumping ability, we have to do a lot of bouncing for. This wall we're going to be opening a little later on, but let's do some bouncing here. Oops. Got to actually use the jump button as you hit to get that extra lift. Helps if I actually land on the bouncing pad. There we go. Alrighty. We don't need this one quite as much, though these ones are more important here. Alright, so I'll get over and come over here. Now, can head this direction, where we will find the map stone, but we don't have a fragment for it yet. However, we can bust open this shell and collect those. We can't get up there yet, but that's fine. In here, we see this, I don't know what you want to call it, post sitting up that unfortunately we can't deal with just yet, but we will be getting to it in the future after the tree. Alright, up here. Let's blow some of these guys up to clear a bit of the path. And, alright. I never seem to time that right. We actually can go up here, but we do not want to. There's nothing over here that we want to deal with just yet. That's actually kind of an endgame location, frankly. So I'm surprised you can get to it quite as early as you can, but I'm never against a more open world concept. Alright, so we got our mapstone fragment. Let's head back to the... Oops. Didn't realize he had respawned just yet. Let's head back to the mapstone and fill that in. Okay. Yeah, so all this up here is nothing that we're dealing with just yet. What we want to do is head in this direction. And let's see, we will do this. So now every time we create a soul link, we will get a health cell back, which is one of my favorite abilities. In fact, I may even take advantage of it right now. since our health is low. Okay. Alright, now let's head over towards Thornfelt Swamp, which, if you'll recall, was our destination to begin with, after meeting with the, well, not meeting with the Spirit Tree. You can see that guy again. Spirit Tree wasn't exactly very responsive when we came to visit, given that it's, you know, mostly dead. But I don't think we can hold that against it. At least that's my opinion. Now this is an oddly difficult part. I don't know if it's supposed to be difficult or if I just don't do it right. I'm not really sure. But I have an odd degree of difficulty with it, and I will show you exactly why in a moment. So we're going to come through here, we're going to get to the save point and teleport location. Okay, now we're going to come back and we're going to push this rock all the way back over to the very beginning. And we'll take our time here. Okay, come over here, wait for this one to go past, and then I feel like you should be able to jump up onto that wall from here with that rock there as it is, but I never can. I don't know why, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it just doesn't work. So what I do is bring this back up a little bit, and if you pull on the back end, it'll get, at least temporarily, kind of stuck up like this. And it will get knocked down eventually, but you should hopefully have just enough of a window to get up here. There we go. Now maybe that's just what you're supposed to do and it's not that weird, but I always had trouble with it. While Ori brought light and hope to the forest, others gave in, embraced darkness and fear. You can see that guy right there who's been kind of tracking us. A Gumon from the Forlorn Ruins. We must follow his steps. We must get what he stole. So he seems to have stolen the water vein. You can hear what the sign has to say. Without the water vein, the Ginzo Tree is closed shut. Alright, so I guess we have to capture this water vein and catch up to this Gumon, but we're going to be doing that in the next video, so we'll end things here. Until then, see ya!